Hollywood isn't slowing down, it's exploding. Major franchises are ending, returning, or completely changing direction. And some of these updates might seriously shock you. From final seasons and surprise sequels to dark reboots and massive movie rumors, this week delivered some of the biggest entertainment updates across film and TV. Let's break down everything you need to know. Fast, clear, and straight to the point. HBO leadership has indicated that The Last of Us may conclude with its third season, following the story trajectory established in The Last of Us Part 2. While this aligns with the narrative arc planned by the show's creative team, it is important to note that nothing has been officially confirmed as the final season. The network has not released a formal statement locking the series at 3 seasons, and plans could still change depending on audience reception, ratings, and creative developments. Comments from HBO executives suggest that the adaptation is being handled with a clear endpoint in mind rather than an open-ended multi-season format. The intention appears to be a cohesive, tightly structured story that revolves around the main arcs of the third season. But the network remains cautious about making definitive claims. For viewers, that means that while Season 3 is widely expected to serve as the narrative conclusion, it should not be considered a guaranteed ending. HBO will likely evaluate the response to earlier seasons, ongoing creative momentum, and broader franchise considerations before making final decisions. Fans should interpret current statements as strong directional signals rather than the formal confirmations, keeping in mind that television production plans often evolve over time. Filming has officially wrapped on Greta Gerwig's upcoming Narnia movie, marking a major step forward in Netflix's ambitious reboot of the Chronicles of Narnia. The film, titled Narnia, the Magician's Nephew, completed principal photography at the end of January 2026 after a 6-month shoot that began in August 2025. Production took place mainly in London and other locations across the UK. The movie adapts C.S. Lewis's The Magician's Nephew, the following novel that explores how Narnia was first created and how its world became connected to Earth. Greta Gerwig both wrote and directed the film, continuing her work with large-scale fantasy following recent successes. The cast features Emma Mackey as the White Witch, alongside Daniel Craig, Carey Mulligan, and Meryl Streep in major roles. With filming complete, the project is now entered post-production, where editing, visual effects, and music scoring will shape the final version of the film. Given the fantasy scale of Narnia, this phase is expected to take several months. Netflix has set a special IMAX theatrical release for November 26, 2026, followed by a film streaming debut on December 25, 2026, signaling a strong push for a cinematic rollout before streaming. According to industry insider Daniel RPK, DreamWorks Animation may be exploring a third installment in the Puss in Boots franchise following the success of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish 2022. At this stage, the project is not officially confirmed, and the studio has not released any statements regarding a sequel. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, directed by Joel Crawford, became one of DreamWorks' most popular animated films, earning critical acclaim and impressive box office returns worldwide. This success has fueled speculation about the potential for another adventure featuring the swashbuckling cat. While fans are eager to see Antonio Banderas reprise his role, as well as other beloved characters from the Shrek universe, details about the story, cast, or release schedule remain unknown. For now, the notion of a third-person Boots film should be treated as an unverified industry rumor, and any future developments will depend on official announcements from DreamWorks Animation. Apple TV has released first-look images from Outcome, a new dark comedy starring Keanu Reeves and Jonah Hill, giving fans their first glimpse of the film's unique tone and cast. Hill appears almost unrecognizable with a shaved head and a thick gray beard, while Reeves sports a shorter hairstyle than usual. The story follows Reef Hawk Reeves, a Hollywood star facing a personal crisis after being blackmailed with a mysterious video that threatens to destroy his reputation. With guidance from lifelong friends Kyle, Cameron Diaz, Xander, Matt Bomer, and his crisis lawyer Ira Hill, Reef goes on a journey to confront his past, make amends, and uncover the identity of the blackmailer. Hill co-wrote and directed the film alongside Ezra Woods, marking his third directorial project after mid-90s 2018 and the documentary Stutz 2022. He also returns to acting for the first time since 2023's You People. He'll described Outcome as a metaphor for living in the age of social media, emphasizing society's obsession with outside opinions over those closest to us. The ensemble cast also features Martin Scorsese, Susan Lucci, Laverne Cox, David Spade, Atsuko Okatsuka, Roy Wood Jr., Kaya Gerber, and Ivy Wolk. After multiple delays, Outcome is set to premiere on Apple TV Plus on April 10, 2026. Matchbox the movie has officially locked in its global release date, with Apple TV Plus set to premiere the film worldwide on October 9, 2026. The action-adventure movie is inspired by Mattel's classic Matchbox toy brand, transforming the familiar miniature cars into a high-stakes, globe-spanning cinematic story. The film stars John Cena as Sean, a former soldier who reunites with his childhood friends for what should be a simple trip. Instead, things take a dangerous turn when Sean is kidnapped and framed, pulling the group into an international mission filled with chases, explosions, and close calls. As they race across multiple countries, the team must clear their names while stopping a threat that could impact the entire world. The supporting cast includes Jessica Biel, Sam Richardson, Tiona Paris, Arturo Castro, Denai Guerrera, Corey Stoll, Golshifte Farahani, and Bill Camp, creating a strong ensemble around Cena's lead performance. Sam Hargrave, best known for directing Extraction and Extraction 2, is at the helm, bringing his signature fast-paced action style. The screenplay is written by David Hogshaw and Jonathan Trooper. First look images released by Apple TV Plus highlight intense chase scenes and the film's energetic tone, positioning it as one of the platform's biggest action releases of 2026. Josh Gad, the voice of Olaf, has shared an exciting update on Frozen 3, signaling that Disney's beloved franchise is officially moving forward. On Instagram, Gad posted a photo holding an Olaf plushie in one hand while showing a 3 in the other, captioning it, "Third time is always the charm. Time to build another snowman, #Frozen3. This post strongly suggests that Gad has officially become voice recording for the upcoming sequel, marking one of the clearest signs yet that the film is entering active production. Gad previously mentioned to Collider that he has not yet started recording or heard any new songs, but he has expressed confidence in the project, describing it as the grandest story we've ever done. He credited director Jennifer Lee for crafting a story ambitious enough that it might require more than one film to tell fully. Fans may also get a surprising twist as Gad teased a potential cliffhanger involving Olaf that could raise major questions for the audience. Frozen 3 is scheduled for release on November 24th, 2027, giving Disney plenty of time to complete animation, voice work, and music for the highly anticipated sequel. With Gad now recording, production appears to be moving steadily towards bringing Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and the rest of Arendelle back to screens worldwide. Early reports suggest that Lawrence Fishburne and Chiwetel Ejiofor may join Scarlett Johansson in the new Exorcist project. No official casting or production details have been confirmed by Blumhouse, Universal, or other studio sources, so all information should be treated as preliminary. The film will tell a new original story set within the Exorcist universe, rather than continuing the events of 2023's The Exorcist Believer. The project is being produced by Blumhouse Atomic Monster, Morgan Creek, and Universal Pictures, signaling a major studio push behind the reboot. Fishburne, best known for roles in The Matrix, John Wick, and Apocalypse Now, joins previously announced cast members Jacoby Jupe and Diane Lane. While actor details are still being kept under wraps, early reports suggest that each actor will play a central role in the film's supernatural story. Chiwetel Ejiofor, an Academy Award nominee for 12 Years a Slave, reunites with director Mike Flanagan after their recent collaboration in The Life of Chuck. His addition adds further depth and prestige to an already strong ensemble. Flanagan, known for The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, and Dr. Sleep, is both writing and directing the film. The movie is scheduled for a theatrical release on March 12, 2027, with production expected to begin in New York City. Ryan Reynolds and Kenneth Branagh are teaming up for a new action buddy comedy titled Mayday, which is set to premiere on Apple TV Plus on September 4th, 2026. Apple recently shared a first-look image during a press event in Santa Monica, offering an early glimpse at the film's tone, characters, and Cold War setting. The movie puts a fresh spin on the spy thriller genre. Reynolds plays Lieutenant Troy Assassin Kelly, a confident U.S. Navy pilot sent on a top-secret mission into Russian territory during the Cold War. When the operation falls apart, Troy is left stranded behind enemy lines. He's soon discovered by Nikolai Ustinov, a tough former KGB agent played by Braun, who surprisingly has a deep fascination with American culture. Despite being enemies by circumstance, the two form an uneasy partnership as they try to survive and escape. The supporting cast includes Marcin Droskansky, Maria Bakalova, and David Monrose. Mayday is written, directed, and produced by John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein, best known for Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. The film is an Apple original produced by Skydance Media under its first look deal with Apple. Reynolds also serves as an executive producer, while Braun returns on a major on-screen role. Sources suggest that Todd Harthan and Todd Helbing may serve as co-showrunners for Disney Plus's live-action Eragon series, with Mark Webb potentially joining as executive producer. These roles have not been confirmed yet by Disney Plus or 20th Television, so the information should be treated as early-stage reports rather than official announcements. Todd Harthan, known for his work on High Pivotal, will also serve as a co-creator alongside Paolini himself. This close involvement from the original author suggests a stronger commitment to staying true to the source material. John Helbing, who previously worked on Superman and Lois and The Flash, joins the series with extensive experience in large-scale storytelling. Both will act as executive producers, shaping the show's long-term creative direction, adding even more weight to the project. Mark Webb has come on board as an executive producer. Webb is best known for directing the Amazing Spider-Man films and brings experience from both film and television. The series has been in development at Disney Plus and 20th Television since 2022, with a writer's room already active. The story follows Eragon, a farm boy who becomes the first dragon rider in over a century, forging a bond with a dragon while facing a powerful and corrupt king. While no cast or release date has been announced, the new leadership signals strong progress towards bringing the fantasy world to life. Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is back in the spotlight once again, but this time the buzz is driven entirely by industry rumors rather than any official announcement from Disney. According to recent insider reports, the studio is actively exploring ways to revive the franchise with a new direction that still honors the spirit of the original films. One of the most talked about rumors suggests the next Pirates movie could shift focus to Jack Sparrow's son, introducing a younger lead connected directly to the iconic character's legacy. The idea reportedly aims to preserve the adventurous tone of the early films while giving the series a modern reset and a more controlled budget. However, Disney has not confirmed the storyline and no official plot details have been released. The same reports claim the project may blend ideas from multiple previously discussed concepts, including the long-rumored Margot Robbie-led spin-off. If true, Robbie could play a major new character alongside Sparrow's son in a soft reboot rather than a direct sequel. Oscar-nominated writer Christy Wilson Cairns is also rumored to be attached, although this remains unverified. At this stage, Pirates of the Caribbean 6 remains an unannounced project fueled by insider speculation. Until Disney speaks publicly, all details, including Jack Sparrow's son, should be treated strictly as rumor, not confirmation. Netflix's hit French shark movie Under Paris is officially getting a sequel, and Alexandre Aja has been tapped to direct the follow-up. Aja is known for horror and creature films like Piranha 3D and Crawl, making him a strong fit to take the underwater terror further. Under Paris originally released in June 5, 2024, becoming one of Netflix's most watched non-English films, drawing strong viewership shortly after its debut. The movie centers on a giant mutated shark lurking in the Seine River in Paris, where a marine researcher must confront the danger to save the city. Its aquatic chaos and suspense lead to strong global interest and a story that ended with enough unresolved threats to pave the way for a sequel. Berenice Bejo, who starred in the original as the scientist battling the shark, is expected to return in Under Paris too, although official casting details are still unconfirmed. Netflix has not yet announced a release date or full production schedule for the sequel, but the addition of Aja signals that the project is moving forward behind the scenes. There's early chatter from insider industry Daniel RPK suggesting that a live-action Naruto film may be moving closer to production, potentially even starring filming later in 2026. According to these unverified reports, the Hollywood adaptation of Masashi Kishimoto's iconic manga could finally be entering its most complete stage yet, with a director and production team attached. Destin Daniel Cretton, known for Spider-Man Brand New Day, Wonder Man, and Shang-Chi The Legend of the Ten Rings, is rumored to be directing and co-writing the project alongside Tasha Huo, with additional producing support from Avi Arad, Ari Arad, Emmy Yu, Jeremy Lacham, and Jaeyoon Munford. Kishimoto is said to have given his blessing to Cretton's involvement, praising his approach to character-driven storytelling and collaboration. However, no official confirmation has come from Lionsgate, Shueisha, or any studio, and details such as cast, plot, or release date remain entirely speculative. At this stage, the Naruto live-action adaptation should be treated as early-stage insider speculation, generating excitement among fans, but still far from a committed production. Industry insider Daniel RPK has reported rumors that Nintendo may be developing a Metroid film adaptation, potentially focusing on the Metroid Prime storyline. No studio director or cast has been officially attached, and Nintendo has not confirmed any such project. The speculation comes shortly after the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which received praise for its atmospheric worlds, intricate puzzles, and memorable boss fights. If true, a movie could build on the franchise's signature mix of action, exploration, and sci-fi horror, echoing the tone of classic sci-fi like Ridley Scott's Alien. Fans have already begun speculating about potential casting, with names like Brie Larson and Charlize Theron floating around online as possible fits for Samus Aran, given their expertise in action and superhero roles. At this stage, the Metroid movie remains an unverified rumor, with no official confirmation from Nintendo or any production partners. All details are subject to change, and the project should be treated with caution until more concrete announcements are made. The Insidious franchise is preparing to return with its 6th installment, and early plot details suggest the story will take the horror into an even darker territory. Titled Insidious 6, the film is reportedly set to explore how the supernatural threats from previous movies began bleeding into the real world, creating terrifying consequences for unsuspecting victims. Sources indicate that the story will continue to follow Dahl family survivors and paranormal investigators as they confront malevolent spirits whose influence is no longer confined to the typical haunted spaces. This marks a shift in the series, promising a more intense and immersive horror experience, blending familiar elements of astral projection and dark dimensions with direct threats in the characters' everyday lives. Director Patrick Wilson is not confirmed to return, but industry insiders suggest that the creative team is focusing on expanding the mythology of the Further while keeping the franchise's signature jump scares and psychological tension intact. Fans can expect nods to key figures like Lin Shaye's Elsie Rainier, who has been central to the series, alongside fresh characters whose stories intertwine with the otherworldly horrors of the Further. While the release date has not yet to be officially announced, production is reportedly moving forward in 2026, aiming to deliver a spine-chilling entry that both longtime fans and new audiences will find terrifyingly immersive. So that's all the biggest movie and series news you'd need to catch up on right now. Which update excited you the most and which one surprised you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like and subscribe for more weekly updates. See ya!